This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
We are reconvening in the case of Patterson versus Patterson. In our previous hearing, Mr. Patterson, you brought a claim against your wife on allegations of cheating, and it turned out that she was being truthful and she was not cheating. But she has brought a counterclaim against you, accusing you of cheating. And Ms. Patterson, if you find out he's cheating, you are going to end the marriage.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. What are the warning signs? Why do you think he's cheating?
Because he cheated in the past, and that's what pulls me away from him. When we moved away from our hometown and went to our new town, it wasn't there. The spark wasn't there anymore. Like, I love him, but I couldn't trust him. We have trust issues, and I feel like, why should I be laying down with a man who already laying down with somebody else? Maybe a month after us being there, you know, them female intuitions started kicking in. I ain't have no evidence, but I started having little dreams and stuff, and my dreams be reality. And I'ma just keep it real.
Tell me about these dreams. What do they look? What are you dreaming about?
I walked in a room with him having sex with another woman.
Wow.
And it was like you were there.
It was like I was standing there. I snatched him up off the bed. I did all that. And so I woke up that morning like,
what was that?
like, okay. And then them thoughts go to run in your head. And I be like, hold up, okay.
Did that happen, or did I dream it, or did a vision come to me?
It was a vision. That's what I thought. It was a vision.
Because it felt so real.
I thought God was sending me a sign.
Your wife is accusing you of cheating.
That's right.
What are you here to prove today?
That I'm not. That whatever she dreaming about, just let that go. I mean, dreams stick with you. I never heard of nothing like that.
So you don't feel it's fair for you to be accused of because she's dreaming about something?
Because she dreaming about you thinking that. You know?
She dreams it, all of a sudden you're just automatically guilty.
Automatic.
That's not right.
It ain't. It ain't.
Well, I'm not saying, I'm just saying that the reason she's having those dreams.
I'm gonna turn for this one.
It's a female intuition.
She's having these dreams because her intuition is being triggered.
How is he gonna be held responsible for something she dreamt about?
No.
It's a dream. It's a dream.
The dream is centered on the fact that her intuition is fueling her dreams. So she believes that he is cheating, and so her mind is saying, at night, her subconscious is saying, what you're believing, this is what it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh,
and more importantly, she is saying he cheated in the past. So she has a trust issue.
Yes.
And now her intuition is going, that antenna's doing this. And when that antenna wiggles, it comes up. So tell me, what happened in the past?
He was cheating with his ex or whatever. She say I took him from her.
Wow.
I don't know. I was never the side chick. I was the only chick. That's how I felt. But it was an ongoing thing. Then not even that girl. It was a whole nother girl. That neighbor.
So it's two different women?
Your Honor, yes. Let me tell you, I was walking by the pool. I was pregnant as hell. Walking by the pool, waiting on my homegirls to get off the train, and we walking by, and this girl, she banging on the table. Man, trust and believe, I don't know she talking to me, so I'm still minding my business. He gonna say, babe, I can't let you. He said, babe, I can't let you go out like that. She talking to you.
Who said that?
He did.
He said that.
And I said, what you mean she talking to me? He was like, man, I told the hoe to keep her mouth shut.
Is that true?
Nah. It's true.
What?
It's true. It is true.
It's true. It's true.
Okay, so
did
everybody at the pool know it was true?
Nah, I wouldn't say everybody.
Nah, all her friends was like, oh, you crazy girl, she gonna beat you up. Shh, stop doing that. Like, they was telling her she was wrong, but at this point, she being disrespectful to me, and I was still a hothead, so I did what I had to do, and then I handled him at home.
All right. And what did that look like when you handled him at home?
You know, like, we argued, and we got on with our day.
Is this the only time that he cheated?
We got new issues, and our new issues is our car battery went out on our car. So he didn't get paid till 2 days later. He told me he was gonna borrow the money from a guy coworker. Remind you, I still got this intuition back here telling me he lying. So I was like, are you borrowing the money from a guy coworker or a female coworker? He promised, it's a guy. So he got the battery and stuff changed. He come home from work, a couple days passed by. He don't know how to work an iPhone. I upgrade our phones to iPhones. So I went to his voicemails, and I saw this number. It was a private number, then there was another number. And it was a girl talking about, I gotta pay my rent. Where's my money? You said you was gonna pay me back. Terry. Then she was, what are you doing? And I'm just like, who is this? He was like, okay, all right, shawty, I'm gonna just tell you right now, I did get the money from a girl. But he thought that was it.
Okay, wait a minute, hold on. Why did you lie about getting the money from a coworker? Did it matter?
I mean, yeah, it did matter at the time because I was like, okay, I got to get this money some kind of way. I got to go to work tomorrow. Kids got to go to school. You got to go to work too. So it's not like I did this for my family. I didn't do it for me.
But Mr. Patterson, the question is, if it was innocent, why not just say, hey, I borrowed the money?
I lied because I didn't want to hear what her response was if I even told the truth. I mean, yeah, I lied to get it over with just for that moment, but...
Okay, did you lie because you sleeping with this woman?
No, I lied because...
Let's get into Becky.
What did you do to further investigate this? I know you did.
Let me tell you about this white woman, Becky. That's what we gonna call her while we here in court. I went to doing more investigation. He had this secret app. He don't know how to work an iPhone. I went to purchase apps where you can see everything that you do on your iPhone, any apps you ever downloaded. So I saw this app called IMO. I said, oh, okay, so I re-downloaded it. I saw messages. I saw everything that dates back to April.
All right.
So a month after us moving there, he got into this situation with Becky.
Did you ever confirm that he was sleeping with this woman?
I called her. After I saw all of that, I called her and she told me, yes, we have slept together one time. I'm in love with him. I'm not gonna stop talking to him.
Crazy.
All type of stuff.
And this is the woman he borrowed the money from?
Yes.
So, Mr. Patterson, have you been sleeping with this woman?
I did one time. That she know about.
You haven't slept with her since?
No.
I only know about it because she told me, not him. It didn't come from him. That's the reason he lied about the car battery, because he was still trying to keep her a secret. And that's the truth. He accusing me of all of this stuff because of what he's doing.
So, Mr. Patterson, this woman who you claim has this thing for you, you've been with her more than one time, haven't you?
No, just that one time. Just
one time?
Just that one time. She crazy. She think we're in a relationship. She think we love each other. I mean, it ain't my fault that you fell in love. I mean...
It is his fault.
So for you, it was just this one mistake that it snowballed.
I mean...
One and done.
One and done.
That's where you were?
Yeah.
And it was not your intent to ever go beyond that?
No, it was not.
But she's the one that believes that you all are in a relationship.
She do.
But Ms. Patterson, you absolutely believe that it went beyond this one time.
Yes.
Why do you believe it's going on beyond this?
Because she keeps telling me more and more information. She told me they work. First, I never knew she actually worked there. He denied that whole point. And I saw hold on, I got proof. I saw messages. I saw everything.
Ron, would you please get those messages?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. These are text messages that are from your husband, between your husband and this woman you call Becky.
Mm-hmm.
All right. She says, I love you with all of my heart and soul.
And he responds, not when you blanking somebody else.
Then it says...
What you doing?
And she says, my makeup, and where is my blank soda?
And then Mr. Patterson responds, I can still taste you.
Mr. Patterson, you wrote this to her?
He did.
I mean, from the looks, that's what it looked like. I mean,
yeah.
Well, I'm not asking you what it looked like. I asked you, did you do it?
Yeah, I did it. I did it.
Okay, this is your place. Look, wait. This is your place to stand up and be a man.
Yeah, I did it.
Okay, don't give me these little mealy-mouthed answers. Answer the question.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right.
So you did it.
I did it.
Okay, so you were tasting her in September.
Nah, I wasn't tasting that girl, man. Oh my
So why
God,
you
man.
still
The girl is crazy. Like you say certain stuff to the girl, it makes the girl happy. Like,
But you testified. Go ahead, love. I can't.
So you still are trying to convince this court that it only happened one time?
It happened one time.
And that's it?
That's it.
And after all that time, you can still taste her. That's what you're telling me. That's where we going with this?
Wow.
And here's the thing, if it was just one time, the reason you would be telling her that is because you're trying to get another time. But you're saying it was only one time, right?
Only one time.
And nothing else has happened.
No.
And these messages are just you kind of leading her on, just talking, but nothing else
I
happened.
mean, pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Cutler, there's the wife's side, there's the husband's side, and there's the other woman's side. Let's hear what she has to say. Ron, will you escort our witness in?
Yes, Sean.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
All right. You are a member of our court personnel, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
And what you have is a statement from the other woman, is that right?
I do have a statement from the other woman.
All right. Would you please share with the court and for the record the other woman's statement?
Yes. 2 weeks after we started working together, we started hanging out as friends. I hadn't had sex in 3 years, so when sex was mentioned in our conversation, I didn't decline the idea. He did tell me he was married, but that him and his wife were going through a divorce. 2 months after we initially met, we had sex. He did tell me that he loved me, and eventually he even told me that his biggest dilemma was loving 2 women at the same time. He is a liar. Even though it is his wife, it broke my heart to see him with her. I wasted 6 months of my life.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So there it is. Were you in love with 2 women at the same time?
Nah, I wasn't.
My thing is, like he always say, let's grow old. Like, I look at y'all are so beautiful and stuff. Like, how you want to grow old and be like them when you can't even do right? Like, it just break my heart. Because then he sit here and he say it was 3 months. It wasn't,
It's okay.
So, Mr. Patterson, when you look at your wife, I want you to turn and look at her. When you see your wife, the mother of your children, standing there in tears, what is going through your mind right now?
I messed up. Bad.
but it don't defeat, I can't keep going through this. Like, ain't no more messed up. We ain't kids no more. Like, it's just done.
Mr. Patterson, if you want to grow old and be an old married couple, now is your time to come clean.
Are you saying we are old married couple? Is that what you're saying?
An older married couple, how's that?
Oh,
Look, we've been together for 36 years. I mean,
See, that's what I inspired
yeah.
to do, be an old married couple.
you know,
Be older.
yeah.
Older.
We can only pretend to be so young. So
I thought we were still popping, Mr. Cutler.
we're still young and popping, but we've been together for 36 years, so we can only pretend to be so young.
Okay.
Mr. Patterson, if you got any chance of being an older married couple, then now is your time to come clean. How many times have you been with her?
One time. One time.
All right. At this time, the court would like to call licensed and certified polygraph examiner Tom Platt to find out, is he cheating? Thank you for being here. Would you please state your credentials for the record?
I have over 10 years as a certified polygraph examiner and conducted nearly 3,000 polygraph examinations.
Mr. Patterson, you're gripping that podium mighty hard.
I'm just holding on to it. Just holding on to it. That's it.
Okay.
You asked Mr. Patterson, other than what your wife knows about, since you've been married, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than your wife? What was his response?
He stated no.
What did the polygraph exam reveal?
Polygraph determined that he was being deceptive.
You asked Mr. Patterson, during your marriage to Miss Patterson, have you had sexual intercourse with the woman referred to as Becky, other than the one time you admitted to your wife? What was his response to that question?
He stated no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being deceptive.
When you gonna stand up? Stand up, man, and tell the truth
You was
right
man enough
now.
to do it?
You owe it to her.
He was old.
This is not the look you want.
Yeah.
Be a man, tell her what's happened.
I did it.
You did what?
I cheated.
For how long? How long have you been with this woman?
Clearly said 6 months.
Because you all have been together for such a long time, Miss Patterson, I have to ask you, where's your marriage going?
It's going nowhere. I'm done. I can't take no more.
You all are dating. You've been together for 2 years, and I understand that you all work together in the tattoo industry. Now, I've heard of people getting tattoos removed, but we might have a tattoo artist being removed from this relationship, depending on what happens here today. Is that right, Ms. Miller?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Right. You've opened this case. Tell us why.
I'm here today to prove that Evan is cheating on me. I'm not crazy. He thinks I'm crazy, and I feel like he's using No, I'm not. He's using the tattoo shop to run the streets and get worked on and twerked on. Yes, twerked on. Yes.
Get worked on and twerked on.
Yes.
And
yes,
that's not
most
usually
definitely.
part of the tattoo experience, the twerking piece.
Well, maybe a few years ago, but nowadays it's groupies everywhere.
Oh.
Alcohol.
It's a
loud
party.
Music. It's a party all day, every day.
Okay.
You're not having it.
I'm not having it. I'm too good of a woman. I'm not having it, not today, not tomorrow, not,
Mr. Brown, are you twerking instead of working?
Not at all, Your Honor. Only thing I do, I go to work, I go home. Half of the time, she's even there at the tattoo shop. So I really don't understand what she coming up with all these different scenarios just because she's there, not there, what, like maybe once, 2 days out the week?
It used to be like that,
Because
not
of
now.
this right here. Don't nobody want to deal with that. For what? Ain't got
Well, Mr.
time.
Brown, I mean, it's my understanding, tattoo parlors have now become, kind of new hangout place. People are hanging out. It's an experience. You just don't go in, get a tattoo, and leave. It's a place to be.
Yeah. Well, it might be at some tattoo shops a place to be, but for us, it's a place of business. So that's the only thing that I'm trying to do when I'm there.
Okay, because she's saying she's not there 3 or 4 days a week, right?
Yeah, now.
Yeah, recently, yeah.
And you're saying the reason she's not there is because you don't want to be bothered with all
Yeah,
that.
it's the attitude. It's the always hovering over my shoulder, doing this, doing that, asking questions. And plus, it gets on my client's nerve. I can't have it.
Because they want you. All you got is little groupies, little hoochie mamas running around
What
everywhere.
you mean? You a model who doesn't want you.
I'm a model. I stay classy. That don't mean, I want a tattoo right here. Let me undress. Or I want one right here, but I came in and scheduled
So how
one
can
for
you
right
explain
here.
all your tattoos then?
But, Miss Miller, I mean, when somebody
Exactly.
gets a tattoo, you've got to have some skin exposed, right?
Correct.
And you come in for one tattoo, and then he can talk them into maybe getting 2 or 3. That's more money. That's
my job. That's what I try to do is I talk them into getting more money. When the girls come in, all they want to do is flirt and undress.
So
and have
do
them
your job.
something.
Talk them into getting more money, but don't be all extra with it.
So what were the things that made you go, something's amiss here?
The last 6 months, he's not answering his phone. He's not answering his FaceTime. He's not coming home within a timely manner. He's just all over the place.
I object. Come on.
And the affection is gone. He's not holding me at nighttime. The amount of sex is going down.
And you believe it's because he's now showing his attention to all these other women.
Yes, he's entertaining the groupies.
Do you agree that these things have changed?
No. Sometimes I don't get home till 6 o'clock in the morning. She done been there with me before plenty of times. She know how this lifestyle is. It be times where sometimes I won't hold her because I'm so tired, I'm exhausted. But when I do and when I can, I surprise her with flowers. I take her out to eat. I rub her feet. What more do you want?
And like you said, the tattoo part, I mean, you got to cater to your customers.
You do, and it's a long
lot of
process.
late night.
Exactly. Then when I get home, I'm tired, I've been slumping over all day. You know what I'm saying? She follow me, she stalk me.
Hold on, he's saying you're following stalking. Tell me about that.
Yes, Your Honor, I have, because he decided to leave one day and I just felt like something was off. So I got in the car and I followed him. Yeah, I followed him for probably like 30 minutes. And I didn't think he knew that I was behind him.
Hold up.
Do you know how hard it is to follow somebody for 30 minutes? That means you don't get stopped at any lights, you don't get cut off in traffic anywhere, and the person doesn't see you because, I mean, he knows what kind of car she drives.
That's what I'm like. How did she think
so
he
the
did
follow
She
him
was
for
in
30
her
minutes.
car. She was in the
wasn't
neighbor's
my
car.
I borrowed the neighbor's car.
Oh, she took it to a whole nother level.
Facts.
Oh.
He made 2 stops. I followed him. He got something to eat. I followed him.
And what else?
He stopped and got some money. I followed him.
Uh-huh.
And I got busted when he was almost to his job. Like, he went to turn off, and I'm like, there's a motel right there. I said, oh, no, he ain't. Let me fix and see who he going to this motel with. He busted the corner.
And what happened?
And he was already out the car waiting on me.
No, it gets
So
better.
you saw
No, it
her
gets
all
better. It
that
gets
time
better.
she was following
No,
you?
just wait 1 second. Why was you following? When you followed me and you got to where I was, what did I have in the car?
My Christmas gift.
Oh.
Busted
Oh.
on you.
Yes.
And you would think that after she followed you and she caught up with you and you hadn't been doing anything and you had her Christmas gift in the car, that should have been the end of it. But it wasn't. Ms. Miller, have you found anything that makes you think he's cheating?
Yes, I have, Your Honor. One day I came to the tattoo shop. The night before, he said he had a private session with a male. So I came to the tattoo shop. He left late. So I always come clean, sanitize everything. I'm real OCD. So I'm cleaning, and while I'm cleaning, a coworker of ours had came in, and he was like, did you see that bad tattoo model that Evan had tattooed on last night? I'm confused. Like, I heard he was tattooing a male, not no female.
He canceled.
So, yeah, he canceled. So I'm cleaning the station and everything, and when I lean over the counter or over the table to look, guess what I found?
I don't know.
Some itty bitty, no having ass panties, Your Honor. Look at these.
That's what you found?
Does this look like this will fit all this, Your Honor? Like, can I show you? Please?
Yeah,
What you talking about?
It's gonna fit my calf,
What we got here?
Your Honor.
Oh.
Those panties right there will fit somebody with this frame type. You see this?
Yeah.
No booty.
Okay.
You see all that?
Yes, I do.
They call me Super and Super for a reason. You know, hey.
Wait, they call you Super?
That's my name.
Super what?
Super Bottoms.
Oh. Okay. Well.
They do have some elastic in them.
Is that
Right, they
Okay. No, that's not a real
You see this?
thing.
This is what? A size 20 hip?
You mean to tell me that you can't fit these?
Absolutely
They
not.
can't stretch?
No.
No.
My calf, Your Honor.
Your Honor, come on, Your Honor. Look at that. That's
no.
enough.
Well, let me just say this. Even if she could get them on, they would
my
not be
God.
comfortable.
That would hurt, Your
That
Honor.
would be a very uncomfortable
We
fit.
don't know that. It might.
Take it from me.
Take your word for it.
That would not be a happy place.
Okay.
But here's the thing. Those aren't hers because she found them in the shop behind or under the table,
Well,
right?
she the only person I did something in my studio with. Who else? What?
Well,
I
that's
don't
what we
know.
want to know. Who else?
Exactly. I want to know too.
So, have you done anything else to figure out whether Mr. Brown is cheating? Has anything else happened?
Yes, my friend, one of my models that I manage, she recently got a private tattoo session with him. After telling him 2 weeks prior to this at the bar, she ain't got no panties on.
I ain't got
What?
nothing to do with that.
Yes.
She told Mr. Brown she didn't have any panties
Correct.
on. Why would she tell him that?
Cause she want him or he want her.
Okay, but why would this woman feel so comfortable with you to tell you, I don't have your panties on?
How'd she do it, Mr. Cutler?
I don't have your panties on. With that look, with that voice, was that how it was?
I guess you could say that.
But why would she feel so comfortable with you to be able to say that
Look,
to you?
I don't know because I be around them as far as they photo shoot, going out promoting or whatever. I'm not too sure.
So I gotta ask, has anything else occurred that you're aware of?
Yes, Your Honor. He ended up doing a private tattoo session with her at her house. Yes.
That's
And
correct.
that's not how we play stuff. If my models want a tattoo from him, they schedule through me.
And did Mr. Brown tell you that he was going to tattoo her?
Not until after the fact. When he was there, I was blowing up his phone. And then he turns the phone on silent or do not disturb, both of them.
We've heard your side. We've heard your side. We want to hear from the girl with no panties on. And she is here today. Ron, would you please escort her in?
Oh my God.
Good day, ma'am. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Your Honor?
Doing good, thank you.
Would you please state your name for the record?
I'm Taylor Hendricks,
All right.
known as Ariel, one of the models.
All right. Well, she does look like the right size for those underwear that we were holding up. We have questions for you. I do have one question.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have on underwear now?
No, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Cutler, we're gonna do this interview a little differently. I'm gonna move you over here. Come on.
You're making me move.
I'm making you move. You'll thank me later.
Yeah, it's a trap, Your Honor.
What is your relationship with Miss Miller and Mr. Brown?
Well, Miss Miller is one of my best friends. We're like sisters. She took me under her wing about 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago. And, you know, she's like a sister to me. And I've known him as long as he's been with her.
Do you have any other kind of relationship with Mr. Brown?
No, Your Honor, I do not. I don't look at him that way. I look at him as like a brother. He's with my sister, my best friend.
All right.
I have respect for her, him, and myself.
You don't have respect for him when you went and got your tattoo.
Okay,
Call me.
Hold on, Miss Miller.
Yeah, so if you think of him like a brother, why did you tell him when you all were at this party that you didn't have on any panties?
My apologies, Your Honor. I was drunk, a little too drunk, and I was just goofing around. I don't ever mean anything serious by it. I've told her before, I've joked around with her before like that.
Yeah, it's different with your girl. That's a different conversation.
Thank you.
So here's the thing. Is it your understanding that if you're going to have a tattoo done by Mr. Brown, that you schedule it through Miss Miller?
Yes, I normally do, but I've known him for a while now. I didn't think anything of it at first, because we always hanging around here, always, you know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cut to the chase. Did you all have any other inappropriate action other than tattooing?
No, Your Honor.
Was there anything sexual going on?
No, Your Honor.
All right.
What's going through your mind right now?
To be honest, guilt? What guilt? Hey, there's
Super,
no
there's
guilt,
another reason
Your
why
Honor.
they call you Super. It's not because your booty. Super insecurity.
You know what? Keep on talking. Keep on talking. Keep on talking.
Miss Miller, what will happen if you find out Mr. Brown is in fact cheating?
If he's cheating, I'm packing up his stuff and he leaving.
You know, we're gonna figure all this out because this court has done a full and a complete investigation. At this time, the court will call a certified polygraph examiner, Michael Williams, to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please report Mr. Williams now. Good day, Mr. Williams. How are you?
Good day. How are you, Your Honor?
Doing good, thank you. Now, you conducted a polygraph examination on Mr. Brown, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Let's take a look at what you asked him. You asked Mr. Brown, were the panties Ms. Miller found in your tattoo suite from someone whom you had sexual intercourse with? What was his response to that question?
Your Honor, he said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
On this question, the lie detector determined he was being deceptive.
See?
One more question. You asked Mr. Brown, have you had sexual intercourse with Miss Hendricks? What was his response?
Your Honor, he said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was being deceptive.
I'm not crazy. Y'all crazy. Y'all got me messed up.
The lie detectors come back. Have you had sex with him?
No, Your Honor.
Have you had any kind of sexual contact with him?
No, Your Honor.
That's your story, you sticking to it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Tell Ms. Miller what happened and who you been with.
I was with one of my clients.
Just one?
Just one.
Well, what about Miss Hendricks? Were you with her?
Definitely not. Nah.
Look, I trust my work over here.
How dare you? And then I'm tripping. I'm crazy. I'm the crazy one.
You still are.
Mr. Brown?
No, you are.
What happened with your client?
Is it the one who left her underwear?
Yes, Your Honor.
We're done. We're done. You making me think I'm paranoid. I'm anxious every day because of what you put me through, and you the one messing around. That's not cool. That's messed up.
That's true.
You all have been together for 16 years. You've married, you've got 2 kids together, but the future of this family depends on what happens here today in this courtroom. Ms. Drews, you've initiated this case. Tell us why, please.
Because I feel my husband's cheating on me, and I just want to know what's going on. He's been distant. He's just don't talk to me, don't do nothing around the house no more, and I'm wanting to know why, and I'm wanting to know why all of it's going on.
Is he the man you married?
No.
He's a different person?
Yes, correct.
How does that make you feel?
It hurts. A lot of arguing.
A lot of arguing. So there's no peace in your home. And how long has it been that way? How long have you been living like this?
About 2 years.
Oh, wow. And I see the tears in your eyes. That has got to be overwhelming.
Yep.
Mr. Drews, your wife, your bride is standing here with tears in her eyes rolling down her face. What does that make you feel like?
I mean, it hurts. It's all usually starts over something's missing or something disappeared or it's not where she wanted it at, and instantly she starts blaming me. You had sex with somebody and you gave them my stuff, or you're giving them my belongings. It started, I lost a good job and I kind of went through it. I was depressed, just didn't really do nothing. I slept all the time, laid on the couch, didn't do nothing. I was out of work for about a month and a half, and that's when it all started. We had some girl and she was a little on the friendly side from what we heard, and I constantly got accused of her every time Donna went somewhere.
So, all these accusations, do you deny them?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you say you have not been cheated?
I have not, no. No, there's no way. I got a family, there's no way. There's nothing in the world that would make me do that. I love my family, I love my kids, I love my wife. I wouldn't jeopardize it.
All right, but there has to be something that gave you a clue, Miss Drews, that something was going on. What were the things that made you go,
I found a shirt in my house, in my basement, in my laundry. That was not my shirt, or my kids' shirt, or my friends' shirts.
So whose shirt was this?
It's her friends' kids from where they came over to go swimming.
No.
And they changed clothes in our boys' room, and they just threw their shirt down, and it got in their dirty clothes. Her friend even said to me it was her kids, but then she turns around and tells Donna it wasn't. So it's her friend was trying to start stuff between us. It's the only explanation.
And you obviously, Miss Drews, did not find that to be true.
No, because I was with my friend that day.
And that was your first red flag that something's going on here, potentially.
Correct.
Have you seen any other red flags?
The bodily fluid on my bed, on his side of the bed.
Bodily fluid?
Yes.
Okay, what did you find and how did you find it?
We had just moved in a couple months before that, and my friend had called me up and was like, how'd you do your bedroom? How'd you finish up your bedroom? I was like, well, why don't you come over and see it? So, you know, you would like pull your blanket back and go to look, like go to show him, because you had just slept there. So I pulled it back to go show him. And when I pulled it back, there was a spot on his side, like on the edge of his bed, right there, about that big.
Okay.
Of blood. And I'm like, that's not from me.
Okay.
And you think that this came from him having sex with another woman?
Yeah.
In your brand new bedroom?
Right.
Brand new sheets?
Right, correct.
Nice. Mr. Drews, did you have an explanation as to why this stain was there?
I do construction, and I took about 5 blows to the shin one day at work from skids and all that, and I had a big old gash in my leg, and it wouldn't heal for several months. And it was constantly oozing, the scab was constantly getting pulled off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was gross.
But I'm still trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. Ms. Drews, you believe it was from him being with another woman in your bed.
And that is false.
What else has happened to make you think he's cheating?
I've had things come up missing.
All right, tell me about this.
At our old place, there was a pair of shoes came up missing, sandals of mine. And then when we moved to the new place, another pair came up missing. I've had polishes come up missing. I've had all kinds of things.
What kind of
nail polish?
Yeah.
Her one friend even called her. This is about 3
Wait a minute, hold on.
Hold on, we're going to get to you. Nail polish, 2 pair of shoes, anything else?
I mean, people lose shoes off.
Tampons. I've had tampons come up missing at my house. I've had all kinds.
Okay, people don't use
clips, all kinds of stuff.
Ms. Drews, you seem, I mean, just convinced that he is cheating,
not right.
that he's had women in your house. Why? I mean,
because he's did it before. It's been a long time.
He's done it before.
Yes.
He had
years ago when I got past it. You know, I moved on.
What happened?
But he had messed around, but we got past it, and I had too, but we got past it.
When you say messed around, I mean,
in my house. So
when
I
we'd
just
get into
felt-
arguments, she would take off. She'd go do
I
her
would leave.
thing, and I would do my thing.
And your thing was having women in your house?
I had an affair one time in our house with somebody that we know, yes. But
okay.
You know, I mean, it happened, and we both agreed to forgive. I forgave her for what she did, and she forgave me for what we did,
and
we moved on. 5 years after we start the family, this stuff happens because stuff starts disappearing.
But here's the thing, Miss Drews, you are convinced that he's cheating now.
Yes.
There is a past history.
Correct.
Of
With
cheating.
my friend.
So, because of this history of him cheating in the past in the home with a friend.
Correct.
You believe that Mr. Drews is bringing women to your house cheating.
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Drews, and you're adamant none of this is going on.
No way. I go to work and I come home, and every time I'm at the house, I'm always with my kids.
How do you explain these missing items?
Well, the one pair of flip-flops or sandals, whatever, that came up missing, her one friend called her and even said that her other friend's the one that took them, that she'd seen her wearing them and even described them exactly how they were, right?
That was one pair.
Yeah, one pair. And she knows it's her friend's, but for some reason she just keeps blaming me.
Well, is it possible that he's messing with any of your friends?
That's what I even thought too. Maybe it's somebody close to me. I've even thought that.
Has anything else occurred to make you think he's cheating?
Tapping on the window. I heard sound like a nail.
What is it? What does it
Tapping
sound
on
like?
my window, like a nail, like on the glass window of my house. I
Okay,
heard that.
like a fingernail.
Yeah, I said something to him. He's like, "Oh, it's nothing." He blew it off.
You're leaving out a key part of the story.
All right,
Okay,
hold on, Mr.
hold on,
Drews. I'm
Mr.
gonna give you a
Drews.
chance to respond, but I want to hear. So you heard some tapping on the window. You didn't think
I
anything
said
of
something,
it.
he blew it off, so
Okay.
I just said, forget it, never said no more about it. But then I'm laying in bed one night, and my sons come to him and tap him up and wake him up and say, somebody's tapping on the window.
So you think the tapping on the window is what?
Maybe for him, and that's why he didn't tell me.
Like some woman coming to tap on the window?
I'm wondering.
You all live on a first
Yes.
floor? Okay, because I'm like,
Yeah.
is somebody climbing a ladder to make this happen?
No, we
Okay.
live on a one-story, like ranch-style house.
A ranch-style house.
Yes.
So tip.
Exactly.
Mr. Drews, that's pretty bold if a woman's coming to
That's
tap
what
on
I
your
heard.
bedroom window.
It is.
at night.
That's why I was.
And you would think he'd
it's
know
not
which
me 'cause
window
of
to
that.
tap. You know,
Like,
if
why
you
would I
do it
tell
all
someone
the-
to come tap on the window for me if I am having an affair? Why would I do that?
That's
Yeah,
the
I'm a deep
million-dollar
sleeper.
question, because every day somebody comes in here and I'm like, that was dumb. So
And they still do it, right?
they still do it.
Right.
So the fact that it's dumb or doesn't make any sense, that fits right here.
Yep.
Right in here. Okay, so tell us why you think they're here and tapping on your window.
When we first moved into our new place, we moved all the kids' bicycles, our gas grill, our charcoal grill, underneath our kids' windows. And it was covered by like a canopy tarp. There was no way no one could get to the window to tap on it.
That's
Okay,
And there was a
but
wood fence on the one side. You couldn't get to it. I'm 100% for sure it was no person knocking on the window.
Then why don't...
So you're just not gonna admit that it was a person?
I don't think it was. I really don't.
Okay, all right.
Is there anything else that makes you think that Mr. Drews is cheating?
I found a fingernail at my doorstep.
We back to the
Fingernail?
tapping, a fingernail.
A fingernail, yes, a fake fingernail like this one right here.
A little press-on nail.
Yeah.
And you don't wear
my rug.
press-on nails?
No,
Where'd you find it?
in front of my door.
Okay, so Mr. Drews, whose nail is this?
I have no clue. It's either got to be from the people that used to live in our house. That's the only thing.
Tap, tap, tap.
Because she
This
found
don't
it
make
right
no
before.
sense.
She found it like
It
the
don't.
fourth or fifth day we moved in.
No.
Which is consistent because she said the
Tap,
tapping
tap,
was like the third day you
But that
moved
was in
in.
front of the house, not the back of the house. The tapping was at the back of the house,
Yes, it
not
was
the
at the
front.
back of the
Well,
house.
if
but
you
it
gonna
ain't like they
tap
can't
and
go to
ain't
the
nobody
front.
answer, you gonna go all the way around the house. You ain't gonna- Tap, 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 tap.
But if the nail was gonna fall off, wouldn't the nail have been in the back?
After all that tapping, the nail just gave up and said, I'm gonna fall off.
Now, what will happen if you find out he is cheating? What is at stake?
Our marriage?
You will be done.
Yes, I don't want to live like that.
I wouldn't want to live like that, so I wouldn't do it.
But you all have been together for 16 years. You have a family together.
It's I feel
Trust
like I've
part.
been through, a lot of mental, like he's been playing mind games with me about it.
So you have
That
all
part right
a family at stake, 16 years of living together and being together, having survived an issue before in the past, all of it's at stake today.
Yep.
And you are trying to resolve this tension you've been living with for 2 or 3 years.
This court has done a full and a complete investigation to get to the bottom of these allegations. At this time, the court will call a certified polygraph examiner, Michael Williams, to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please report Mr. Williams in.
Michael Williams.
Good day, Mr. Williams. How are you?
I'm doing fine, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Would you state your credentials, please, for the court?
I'm a retired federal agent with over 25 years of law enforcement experience. I'm currently a certified polygraph examiner for the state of Georgia, and I'm also a licensed private detective.
Before you ask that question, I'm watching Mr. Drews. I gotta ask you, is there anything that you want to get off your chest?
I had an issue with one of the questions from when we knew each other was cheating. I didn't like the way it was phrased. I'm pretty sure that it was before we got married, but I never had sex with nobody besides the one you know about. But I did fool around once.
So are you trying to precondition us for the answer?
I'm admitting to a time back before the one thing happened. Other than that, I'm fine with all the other questions. I'm good.
All right, well, we need to jump into it. Is there anything else you need to confess?
Nope, that's it.
All right, we've not had the precondition of before the polygraph.
Okay, I'm just telling you on that question.
That one question, it might be something, but it really wasn't because I wasn't and it was.
Because it
That
sounds
was
like
why we
you're trying
both
to...
were doing our own thing. You know what I mean? While we was arguing.
All right, well, Mr. Williams, let's get to the question. You asked Mr. Drews, have you given any of the items your wife says were missing to anyone with whom you've had sexual contact? What was his response to that question?
Your Honor, he answered no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was being truthful.
Told you. Told you.
You also asked Mr. Drews, when your wife found a bodily fluid stain on the bed sheets, was that stain from you having sexual intercourse with anyone other than your wife? What was his response?
Your Honor, he said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
On this particular question, the lie detector determined he was being truthful.
Ms. Drews' arms are not unfolded yet.
I see that.
That's a classic sign of I don't believe.
I'm waiting.
I'm
waiting to the end.
Not convinced yet.
Right. You asked Mr. Drews, since you've been married, other than what your wife already knows, have you had sexual intercourse or physical sexual contact with anyone other than your wife? What was his response?
Your Honor, he said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was being truthful.
Told you. I didn't marry you to mess it up.
And the tears that we're seeing now, those tears of relief and happiness that he has not been cheating on you, that he's been telling you the truth. Are you ready to move past this now?
Yes, I am.
Is there anything you want to say to Mr. Drews?
I'm sorry.
I'm just glad we got it over with. Maybe we can move on now. Because I'm tired of fighting. It's got to go.
I get it.
Ms. Drews,
I am too.
I think that even though, even though you say, Ms. Drews, that you put the past behind you, I think it's been lingering like a ghost, and you've given shape to that ghost. And I think that you really are going to have to work intentionally on giving him space and giving him the room to know that you trust him. Now, and Mr. Drews, I see you relieved. You're shedding tears. You're gonna have to give her a lot of grace. It's gonna be real easy for you to become bitter.
I've checked out. I admit I've checked out sometimes. And it's because of the constant fighting. You know, I come home.
Yeah.
I don't want to do nothing to improve the household when all I'm going to do is turn around and get screamed at and yelled at and accused of something I'm not doing. So what's the point of working on something if I know it's just going to get destroyed?